Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of information to go through in the next 5 minutes. I've tried doing this once before and I failed miserably. Hello from beautiful Maryland, United States East Coast. It is July 22nd, 2:57 p.m. It's a beautiful day outside. I just ran outside, called a friend. It's so gorgeous. I want to get back out there. I really need to crank this out. 5 minutes can't go fast enough. So I woke up with a cold this morning. I'm under 20 milligrams of THC, but I can still pilot this thing well enough. I really like GregCon 7. I figured I'd check in today, see if GregCon 9 is happening. And lo and behold, there's a little chat for it. That's great. Then I also saw there was a video submission thing, video contest happening today, or it was due today. So, I really suck at this format of video. I can't really talk impromptu, but I really like how this guy handles it. I'm trying to learn shading language, OpenGL shading language. It's how you render pixels to a screen, and this guy just does it on his laptop. He shows you code, he shows you his face, and he just walks you through it. And I think that's rather interesting. So I'll do the same. Although I can't really show you much. I can't really teach you much. So I really like The Myth of Sisyphus, Albert Camus. I have a very basic understanding of philosophy. Very shallow, I'd say. And so, but I really like Albert Camus. I really like The Myth of Sisyphus. The whole thing is like, okay, well, you're gonna die. Life is meaningless. Life is absurd. But you might as well keep living. You shouldn't kill yourself. You might as well keep going because you're gonna die anyway. Might as well struggle through it and see what happens. And so I was like, oh man, that's such a cool idea. I like this art. I can make my own art based on it. I'm trying to learn Unity, so I figured I could make a game about Sisyphus, the myth of Sisyphus at least, like kind of inspired by the book, but mostly the original Greek mythology of the guy punished by the gods to, he's dead, so now he's in Tartarus pushing boulders up hills. And so I made a little game in Unity about that, and I call it Sisyphisticuffs, and it's just, two Sisyphuses punching each other. What's my timer at? Are we already... Oh yeah, we're already halfway through. Damn. So you're just punching each other. Not much to it. You can throw weapons. You can throw rocks. It's local co-op. I'm playing this with a keyboard and a controller. I had to set up like controller inputs. I've been making this since January. This is the prototype that I finished in March. And there's State Machine Electo. You can fight the Fury Electo from Greek mythology. She mostly just throws rocks at you and flies around. She does a lot of damage, but so do we. And this is the fully envisioned idea. This is complete. This is what I had in my head, and I finished it. And just in an attempt to learn Unity. And I figured I could take it farther because I want to learn how to implement so many more mechanics. So this is what the game looks like in current form. On July 22nd, I added multiplayer, but you can't really see the host dialogue. You can't see the host and client dialogue because just to show it off to friends on a trip to Wisconsin a few weeks back, I just integrated it all so that it booted up the host environment immediately. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but I can probably show you. Okay, yeah, so there's like a host button, there's a client button, and that's what I was using to test multiplayer lately. But I just started the host environment right off the bat. There are much more attacks now. Instead of the prototype where you could only punch, now you can like lunge, you can drop kick, you can pick up weapons, you can even pick up the boulder. I think you could do that in the original, but you can also use that as a weapon. You can throw it at people. The boulder does damage based on how fast it's going, and that usually just means instant death. You can also still fight Electo. The next thing I'll do is add better AI fighters, because I kind of want to turn it into a more sophisticated game, more sophisticated fighting game. It's all just in good fun. But I've always wanted to learn how to do things like this for future games, and I'm doing it all here, and it's a very silly time. And whoa, look at that! I'm almost out of time. Lessons I've learned: you really can learn anything. You can do anything you want as long as you sink enough time into it. Stop wasting your time. Whatever you want to do, you just need to work past the resistance and sink more time. You just need to sit there and work on it. Okay, bye.